there have been a lot of things, because I've never been vice president before, so there are many new things. And I just love the idea of exploring the unknown. To think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn, as we increasingly, I think, are curious and interested in the potential for the discoveries and the work we can do in space.
Space is exciting. It spurs our imaginations, and it forces us to ask big questions. Space, it affects us all, and it connects us all. The United States will continue to be a leader in order to establish, to advance, and demonstrate norms for the responsible and peaceful use of outer space. I am pleased to announce that as of today, the United States commits not to conduct destructive, direct ascent, anti-satellite missile testing.
Yesterday, the vice president also called on other nations to work together to establish this as the new normal.
Our world is increasingly more interconnected and interdependent. That is especially true when it comes to the climate crisis, which is why we will work together and continue to work together to address these issues, to tackle these challenges, and to work together as we continue to work operating from the new norms, rules, and agreements that we will convene to work together on to galvanize global action.
You know, we are at an inflection point, I believe, in the world economy, not just the world economy, in the world. And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there, and we've got to lead it.
New World Order is not a new term. It describes a conspiracy theory which hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government.
Nothing less than a new world order. This is the pledge of the world's most powerful leaders, representing 90% of the global economy.
And the president outlined his vision of a new world order in which the U.S. would participate fully.
The time has come for the world to move in a new direction.
We established a liberal world order.
We can't afford to pay $4.85 a gallon for months, if not years. This is just not sustainable.
This is about the future of the liberal world order, and we have to stand firm.
The building and sustaining the liberal international world order. We've proven what we can do when we work together. This ain't your father's Republican Party. Not a joke. All you got to do is look what is being played this morning about the tape that was released. Anyway, so I urge Democrats and Republicans to get this done with urgency. Let's stand united. Let's continue to pull together. You know, but all kidding aside, this is the MAGA party now. These guys are a different breed of cat. They're not like what I served with for so many years.
In the United States, troubling news for President Joe Biden, whose approval ratings have tumbled to the lowest since he took oath, as Americans continue to battle economic pessimism and inflation woes.
We created more jobs last year than ever before, 6.7 million jobs. And by the way, we did it while cutting the deficit, the largest one-year deficit reduction in American history.
4 American polls by American agencies show the ratings for the Biden administration are just not improving. His ratings tumbled more among the younger generation than the older. Experts are attributing the fall in approval rating directly to the record high price increases. The consumer price index soared 8.5% year on year this March. And the fact that joblessness has fallen to new lows is not helping revive that sentiment.
We've worked together on the American Rescue Plan, on COVID, on infrastructure, supply chain, innovation, climate, clean energy, reducing cost, and a whole lot more. And our strategy has worked, I believe, and I think it's still working.
With the president seeing almost a 10% drop in support amongst the Generation Z, Millennials, and Generation X. Meanwhile, Biden has also lost support of voters from the Hispanic black groups. They have warned that a significant dip in Latino participation could sink the party in districts all over the country.
The president confusing the Department of Justice's mask mandate appeal with Title 42. Watch this.
Are you considering delaying lifting Title 42?
No, what I'm considering is continuing to hear from well, first of all, there's going to be an appeal by the Justice Department, because as a matter of principle, we want to be able to be in a position where if in fact it is strongly concluded by the scientists that we need Title 42, that we be able to do that. But there has been no decision on extending Title 42.
The White House then had to issue a statement to clarify. I want to clarify that in comments at the conclusion of my remarks this morning, I was referring to the CDC's mask mandate, and there is no Department of Justice action on Title 42.
This is his job, and he's had this kind of disturbing pattern lately of being confused during public remarks. That's why I've urged him to forget public remarks and just stick to written statements.
We want to preserve that authority for the CDC to have in the future.
Is this only about protecting the CDC's power over Americans?
I mean, our focus here was seeing what power we had.
For a safe and secure society.
And the issue is that the far left is the group that's dragging down the president's poll numbers. And the far left has dragged the Democrat Party to be unrecognizable of what they used to be. I mean, Biden's poll numbers are in the historically low 30s. But somehow the White House thinks Biden can't alienate the far left because they bring out the vote. Millennials are ditching Biden in the polls. Just 21% approval in Quinnipiac. Just 26% for Hispanics. I mean, their extreme positions, worsening inflation, going after U.S. energy, opening the border, taxes, crime. This is what's destroying the Democrat Party today. Your final word.
Let's understand. We're saying that we're going to get rid of Title 42. He wants to get rid of Title 42, which was there to protect the border and also to make sure that people who possibly had COVID, who are illegal and shouldn't be coming over anyhow, couldn't. Well, that we are actually going to do away with. We don't care if they're sick or not. And then, at the same time, are saying that good Americans have to wear masks in airports and on airplanes. That doesn't make sense. Do we have a problem with COVID or not?
And,
do we need to protect ourselves or not?
And Gallup is finding that the majority of Americans say, yeah, illegal immigration, border security is a main concern.